Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. When I say welcome back, it has been a while. My name is Eric. I'm the Fraudiophile. And yeah, it's my first video I've made in like, I don't know, 6 months or so. It's pretty amazing. Life has gotten in the way. I haven't had a whole lot of time to make videos, but trying to get back into it. So hopefully this is the beginning of knocking a few out. So what I want to talk about today is kind of what's been happening in my life for the last 6 months, why I haven't been making videos. It's all good. Nothing problematic here. And I want to talk about, since it's been a while, since it's been a long time since I made a video, let's talk about long songs. It's one of my favorite things in music, right? You can listen to punk songs that last a minute and a half to 2 minutes, or you can have songs that are up to an hour. So I'm going to cover some of my favorite long songs. I'm sure I'm going to miss a ton. Obviously, my collection is my collection. If you have songs that are long, generally over 7 or 8 minutes, drop them in the comments. I want to know what long songs it is that you enjoy. So, quick little life update. I think if you followed my channel, you know I'm very provincial, Mr. Minnesota here. And in Minnesota, we spend a lot of time outside in the springtime and summertime, at least I do. So that's been part of the reason I haven't been making a lot of videos, but bought a bunch of new gear. If you look behind me, I've got a new amplifier, I've got a new turntable, I've got a new pair of speakers over here. So I've really been diving back into music here the last couple of few weeks. Celebrated my 50th birthday, so decided to upgrade some of my gear in honor of that big milestone birthday. Um, yeah, looking forward to getting back into doing this. Been trying to post more on Instagram of the records that I've been listening to. Have fun chatting with people over there. So check out my Instagram. It's at the Fraudiophile on Instagram. If you want to email me as well, you can reach me at thefraudiophile@gmail.com. Got a few things kind of in the hopper. I'm going to do some reviews of some of the new gear I have, as well as some of the existing gear. I've got a bunch of new records that I bought. I'll talk a bit about those. And I've got a new thing that I've been working on, hopefully collaborating with some other vinyl community channels to do a new series that I call My Favorite Album Is. So this will be maybe an hour long back and forth talking about somebody's favorite album, and they'll come on, talk about that album. We'll go track by track, and yeah, tell everybody out there what's great about that record. So if that's something you are interested in, you have a YouTube channel, again, reach out either in the comments here, find me on Instagram, or shoot me an email at thefraudiophile@gmail.com, and I'll work with you to get something set up. All right. Well, like I said, life is good. It's been a while. It's been a long time. So let's talk about long songs. I got a lot of records in my collection that have long songs in them. Go through about 8 or 9 records and show you some of my favorites that are long. Let's start with the big one. The longest song in my catalog, 1 hour, 3 minutes, 29 seconds. The album my wife won't let me play when she's around. That's Dope Smoker by Sleep. If you haven't read the story about this record and how it got made, the pounds of weed that were smoked as they were creating this, the issues of the record company, it's actually a great read. Search it out, get out online and check this out. Doom stoner metal, just like an hour long dirge. I love it. I listen to it probably, I don't know, at least once every couple of months. Um, yeah, it's long, it's dirgy, but it's badass. Love this. Dope Smoker by Sleep off the same album. Here's one that's probably a little more well known than what Sleep's Dope Smoker is. Um, Metal, Pink Floyd, got the song Echoes that eats up the entirety of side two. I want to say this is somewhere around 23 minutes or so. Um, Check out the studio version on Metal. If you like watching videos at all, go check out the Live at Pompeii when Pink Floyd performed in Pompeii in front of no studio audience or no audience out there. But it's really, really cool to watch that video. They actually just came out about a year or two ago with the Live at Pompeii record. I want to say there was like a DVD and Blu-ray with it as well. Don't have that part added to my collection yet, but as a Pink Floyd completist and somebody who has all their studio albums, been working on a lot of the live stuff too. So hopefully be adding that to my collection soon. But Echoes is such a cool song. Um, David Gilmour and Richard Wright, both singing on it. The way they harmonize, especially at the beginning, is super, super cool. And then it gets really deep and dark and psychedelic. So great song, Echoes off of Metal. Let's talk about one of my favorite bands that I've been listening to more and more and more. And that is the great Wilco. This is the album A Ghost is Born. Had some discussions with friends and with people online about what is your favorite Wilco record. I think this is my favorite. Um, it's got so much cool stuff on here, and the long song that I really like on this is Spider's Kid Smoke. Again, it's really built around John Sturratt's bass groove, and then they work the rest of the song around it. Uh, about 10 minutes or so, I think, in length. It's great, but this whole album is wonderful. It starts off with "That's what I think you said." I might have said that wrong. "Handshake Drugs" is another favorite, but I'll do another thing on Wilco about what my favorite albums are or what I listen to the most. But I think as of right now, this might be my favorite, but that could change tomorrow. So Spider's Kid Smoke. Again, there's some really cool versions of it online as well. What I like most about it is Tweedy's guitar playing. So this was the first album that Jeff Tweedy really played lead guitar on. And his guitar solos are super interesting. They're different. They're weird. They're not super melodic, but they're really cool. Check that out if you haven't already. Here's another one that a lot of people know about. Let me find out the length of the song on this one. We are talking about an entire side of this album. So all in all, I want to say this is 2, 4. It's about 20 minutes. This is 2012 by Rush, progressive prog classic. That whole first side is really one long song. There are certain pieces to it, but in all actuality, it's one continuous song that's about 20 minutes. So check out Rush 2112, kind of space age. I need a new copy of this. This copy is not great. It's pretty beat up, as you can probably tell by the jacket. A lot of static on it, but great song, really cool. Don't listen to it a ton, but once a year or so, I'll bust that out and listen to that. Here's one that's probably in almost everybody's collection. Led Zeppelin 4, of course, Stairway to Heaven. I want to say it's just under 8 minutes, multiple pieces to it. There's it's just a great song. It's there's a reason it's a Stone Cold classic, and everybody knows that song. Um, Not a whole lot to say about it other than that. Hey, I just thought of another one. I'll pull that record here in a second. Rooster, Alice in Chains, Dirt. Another band from the 90s I've been listening to more and more, right? Wilco, REM, and Alice in Chains. I've been listening to a ton lately. They just announced the Unplugged album is being reissued, which is great. It hasn't been issued for many, many years. And if you want to buy it on the secondary market today, it's a couple $100, I'd say. I have the CD and play that all the time. It's just fantastic sounding, so I hope the repress lives up to it. But Dirt, mid-90s classic, Rooster, long song about Jerry Cantrell's dad and his time in Vietnam. All right, let's pull this other one before I forget about it. Guns N' Roses, Use Your Illusion 1, November Rain. It's got to be somewhere between 7 and 9 minutes, if I remember correctly. Great song, cool video. It really got me hooked on Guns N' Roses. I listened to Appetite for Destruction, and then when Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 came out, this was really the big song I liked off of Use Your Illusion 1. Slash's guitar solo, and it's amazing. And if you do watch the video, watch for the guy jumping through the wedding cake. It makes absolutely no sense why he does it, but he does it. Another long song here, Love Over Gold by Dire Straits. The song is Telegraph Road. It's like 14 minutes. Super cool sound to it as well. If you're like me and you're getting into higher end gear, the sound stage on this song is amazing. It sounds like it just like wraps around you. Um, Love Mark Knopfler. Really like Dire Straits. Don't listen to this album a lot, but that's a great song, Telegraph Road. All right, we are down to 3 left. off of Highway 61 Revisited, Bob Dylan, Desolation Row. I want to say that's about 14 minutes or so. Just goes on and on and on, but a fabulous song on what's probably my second favorite behind Blood on the Tracks of all of Bob's albums. Let's see. Marquee Moon, Television. The song Marquee Moon. It starts off just with that super cool back and forth guitar with Tom Verlaine's guitar playing. The bass groove is super cool on this. The guitar work has inspired so many other bands, and love it. This is a reissue I got just a couple of years ago. This is one I'm hoping to find an original pressing of someday when I'm looking out in the wild. But great album, cool song, nice long song. And then last but not least, when you think of long songs, think of a band that everybody wants to hear, and the song that everybody screams for. Come on now. Freebird. I don't even know how long Freebird is. It's got to be at least 9 minutes to finish up this album. Leonard Skinner, pronounced Leonard Skinner. Everybody knows it. There's not much to say. To me, my favorite part of this whole song is the guitar solos, where my understanding is, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, that the guitar solo was recorded 3 different times, and they just basically overlaid the 3 on top of each other. That's why it has such a cool, different sound to it. So let me know what I missed. What are the songs that you like that are long? 6, 7, 8 minutes longer. And again, happy to be back. Glad to be back making videos. If you are interested in collaborating on talking about your favorite album, like I said before, hit me up in the comments. Send me an email at theforaudiophile@gmail.com. And look forward to reconnecting with everybody out there in the vinyl community. Have a good one.